All right, guys. So let me talk about maybe one or two things before I get to the point of this video. Looking over my, let me see if I can. 1 second, y'all. Looking over my videos, and of course, I get to this video right here, showing off my weak puny arm. Compared, my arm gonna be like twice that size in like 4 weeks. Hey guys, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. The quickest. I'm talking about like the closest you can get as a guy to steroids naturally. I'm gonna give y'all the supplements right now. You're gonna take maca root, ashwagandha root, creatine, and beetroot and drink beet juice. I'll say it again. If you take beet juice, drink beet juice, I think you should just like drink the juice. Don't even bother trying to buy like a beet juice powder or anything like that. Like you need the real beet juice. If you drink beet juice, take ashwagandha and maca root and creatine. That's the closest. Oh, and GABA, of course. That's the closest thing you can get to a steroid cycle. Of course, eating eggs too, but I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody to eat 12 eggs. Just include it in your diet. You do those things I just mentioned, that's the closest you can get to steroids. For real. Now, the whole thing about GABA is that I read that when you take GABA at certain times of the day, that your HGH actually increases 700%. That may have something to do with why I've been able to stay so in shape all these years. Remember, guys, I started taking GABA, I believe, in 2008 or 2007. Okay, so I've been basically taking GABA for about 17, 18 years. So GABA increases your HGH by a lot. HGH, human growth hormone. You know, the thing that baseball players try to inject in them to hit home runs? But they get their HGH in, I believe, from a cow, and they inject it with a syringe directly into them. Taking GABA helps you naturally increase your own HGH. So, guys, you think about how I've been taking GABA for 17 years, something that increases HGH. And basically, you can say, I'm like I told you, I'm not walking around the same as every other guy walking around. Why did I stay on the supplement GABA for 17 years? Because it's a good stress reducer. Remember, GABA is similar to taking like Valium. Okay, there are times like if I take about 2 grams of GABA and drink a whole bunch of water, I'm literally on cloud 9. Now you keep in the fact too that I take GABA all day long. They've recently put GABA out in a lot of stores. I noticed you can get it for a lot cheaper these days. Very, very cheap. It's one of the best supplements you can possibly take as a man. Is GABA, for real, for the gym and for your emotions, to control your emotions and stuff like that. And nothing can beat GABA. Like I told you, I remember one time I saw this video about GABA. It was listed as one of the survival drugs. Like if you're trying to survive in a rainforest or some shit and you got a backpack. Like GABA was one of the survival things that you should have on you in certain cases of, I guess, survival or high stress or whatever. But you again talking about GABA and the fact that my HGH is always on, it's up there. Keep that in the fact that I have a really clean diet, and it's like I'm basically walking around like a guy in his early 20s as far as being in shape. But you think about something that increases your HGH like that, and I take GABA morning to night. How much do I take in a day? I would say about 10, maybe about 10 grams throughout the day. Let me see. No, let me see. I might take a little bit more than that. I would say about 15 grams. I take about 15 grams of GABA periodically throughout the day. depending on my stress levels. So my HGH has definitely been affected by that. My HGH, I have very high human growth hormone in me. Okay. Now when I get in the gym and I start taking on supplements, actually I'm drinking a plant protein shake in the morning that has maca in it, but I will be purchasing my own, the maca root powder itself, as well as the ashwagandha, and of course creatine. I take creatine, here and there as well. So when I get on all those things, I'm already taking GABA and creatine, and then when I start actually drinking beetroot juice, taking ashwagandha and maca, is literally gonna look like I'm gonna look like something out of this world. Okay, like I'm talking about literally in 4 or 5 weeks, I can look like I've been training all year. That type shit. That's why I don't sweat a lot. That's why I don't be sweating a lot of shit, guys, because I know what I can do. So it's not gonna take long with me. It's just quick. I can go from beauty to a beast overnight. But let's get to this, guys. Let's go to the part when we were talking about baseball, right? This video. What up, y'all? Conscious One coming here. So let me see if I. In this video, I left a link of a Cubs game, and some of y'all might have noticed. This goes back to what I was talking about earlier or yesterday. I made a video, and I was saying that some people want to know, how some people are just woven into society. Some people want to know, do I be knowing this shit? Do I be posting shit? Do I be doing stuff on purpose? And I told you guys, no, I don't know beforehand. It's after the fact. So here's an example of something that I seen after the fact. Now, I just randomly picked out this Cubs game to watch and for you guys to watch. And the interesting thing about these two pitchers was that I believe, I don't know if it was Darling or Sutcliffe, one of them was not supposed to be pitching, or they wasn't supposed to be pitching on the same day, but something had happened where it rained and they end up facing each other, which really worked out because they're both excellent pitchers. But it was the rain. It was something that happened with the rain that caused these two pitchers to come together. So as you watching this game, let me see if I can. Let me see here. This guy here, this pitcher here. For him to pick up because he hides the ball. Okay, so that's Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe is number 4. Now let's go. Is it 2 balls, no strikes? He's not throwing the same, Milo. And then you have this other guy. His name is Darling, and his number is 44. So the two pitchers is a 4-4-4. I did not. I mean, guys, I didn't do that on purpose. Guys, let me tell y'all something about these numbers, man. The stuff that I'm doing with these numbers coming up is out of this world. Okay, it happens in every single aspect of my life, even if whether I'm hands-on or hands-off. What I mean by that, it means I can fast forward. Sometimes I'll be fast forwarding the stuff in videos. It'll stop at 444. Like, how the fuck did it do that? So whether it's hands-on or hands-off, these numbers are still showing up in my reality. It doesn't matter what I do. Okay, it's like not only am I got angelic protection, it's like I'm an angel myself. You see what I'm saying? And everything's just kind of coming together. But yeah, this guy's name is Darling.
Looks to be standing straight up. I think there's a little bit off both his breaking ball and fastball. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go in this one.
Ball 3, yeah, you're right. He's just not coming down. No, he's like he's got an ironing board on his back. And don't forget.
So I just want to share all that. This is the same, and this is the Cubs game where I told you guys about that cryptic commercial I saw about a movie called Ninja 3 Domination. But yeah, we got a 4-4-4 with the pitchers. I didn't do that on purpose, guys. It's just, I it's after the fact. When I go back and look at what I've done, I see cryptic things, and I'm like, okay, I didn't do that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So whether I'm hands on or hands off, it doesn't matter. It's like literally, I'm literally on 5D or something. I'm not on the timeline that I just came from, because the stuff that's going on doesn't make any sense. So I just want to tell y'all that, man. All right, I think I done said about everything. Let me make sure I didn't want to say one more thing before I let y'all go. No, it's just yesterday, I was thinking about how long do they say your intestines are? Like, I forget, like a half mile long or something, your intestines. And the whole thing about eating meat, regardless of what you say about eating meat, that shit constipates you. It's like if your intestines are that long, you don't want to do nothing to slow that shit down. Like absolutely nothing. To tell you the truth, I've been I've been living off popcorn, like apple juice, water, uh freaking what else? Oh, and plant protein shakes. Because remember, like Dr. Delbert Blair said, he said that the best diet was a liquid diet. So I don't eat a lot of food these days, guys, and that's the thing about it. I believe somewhere it said Mike Tyson was a vegetarian for a while. I don't eat a lot of food. You already know that. But, getting in the gym and what I'm about to turn into, it'll be easy for people to think, oh man, you must, how do you get that big without eating meat or milk or, stuff like that. But I didn't already told y'all at the beginning of the video what you got to do. A lot of people looking at me strange lately, guys. I don't know what it is. I don't, it's the place that, you got a lot of cream puffs walking around. Of course, I'm going to look like some kind of Terminator walking into a business. But people just so, I'm talking about guys, like so intimidated, man. Now, one guy tried to give me some donuts today, y'all. I walked in, he tried to give me some free donuts. Like, it's weird. Like, these guys, the way they behave around me, it's just weird to me. You could say, oh, they're just trying to be nice. No, it's something else that just creeps me out and makes me glad to just be in my own company. It's a lot of bored guys. It's a lot of people out here that are bored. I'm talking about people in their homes. People are doing things to purposely run into me because they're bored inside their homes. Like every single day, I realize more and more that these people and their behavior, I'm not of these people. Because how else can you keep questioning yourself about people's behavior? You're not equal to them. That's why. It's like, hello, you're not equal to these people. They're always in groups. I cannot be in groups. They're always in flocks. They're always in herds. I can't operate like that. Guys, growing up, when I was in a group, I couldn't like the way, like that group think type shit, where you in a group, the way people think and operate when they're in groups, I couldn't do that shit. I just couldn't do that shit. And then there's like always one person in the group who's doing all the talking. Like, it's no better way than for me to be isolated. I can't be around these people. It's actually dangerous because I'm starting to see these people like they're children. And what does a child do? A child gets mad when you do. Well, you have to discipline a child. The child don't listen. You trying to tell the child what's right. They want to do what's wrong. Then they want to get mad at you for telling them right. That's how these grown people act. And they don't seem to care about what brings them destruction. That's why I say I'm not in the business of trying to be a social justice warrior or even trying to be a Dr. Sebi and tell people how to eat. I'm not in it for that. I just talk about it, just hoping that somebody catches on. A light bulb comes on in somebody's head. If I can help one person out of a million, fine. That's just fine and dandy for me. Just fine and dandy. But people are starting to just act more and more childish to me. And now I see why I have to stay busy, because it's actually dangerous to put a person who's at a certain level around people who not at that level. It's like when you go to the same school and you go from elementary school to middle school, those two corridors are usually separated within a school. You can't have a eighth grader coming in contact with fourth graders. It can be dangerous. You understand? It can be dangerous. One is more physically and mentally superior than the other. So they have to separate the two. See, it's the same thing going on with me and these people out here. That's why I have to stay busy. You understand? So that's why I told y'all, for me at this point, it's just about understanding why things are the way they are. And I'm finally starting to understand why things are the way they are for me. You see, can't be around these people, y'all. They and it gets to the point I just know what they gonna do. Like, I know what they doing. They always playing games. People always trying to give you a short end of the stick. They never own up to who they are. They always hiding behind, false pretenses. Then you got the people with the cookie cutter personality. And it's just at the point I just know what people gonna do. and I'm just waiting for somebody just to play with me the wrong way. Again, it's not safe. It's not safe, guys. I'm telling y'all straight up. I'm not lying to you. It's not safe to have eighth grader around a bunch of fourth graders. It's not safe. But most of them know better though. If fourth grader knows better not to play with the eighth grader. But yeah, people are very bored these days, guys. People are purposely trying to run into me. Also, it's been a situation going on where I notice people women, especially women, are disappearing. Let's say, like a woman told me a few weeks ago that she said, "Do you know you?" And this woman liked me. She used to give me free drinks and stuff. One of those women who I know she want to give me more than just a free drink. Like this woman, I don't know who this woman was, but she worked at a certain place, and she used to give me free stuff. And I used to wonder why she gave me free. Like this woman liked me like soon as she saw me. And then the last time I seen her, she was like, "You kind of remind me of Tyrese, right?" Guys, I'm telling you, any woman that has gotten like close to me, I'm not talking about like people I know online. I'm talking about people in my reality, like right now, whatever I'm being saved from or spared for. My ancestors do not want people to come around me. These women who've been attracted to me, who was about to make a move on me, they end up disappearing, y'all. Like they end up. I don't know if they end up fired or walking away from the job, or my ancestors pull some string. They make sure that people are not coming around me unless they authorize it. It's pretty fucked. It makes me feel like, 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 damn, man. I appreciate all the support, y'all, but god damn. These motherfuckers, these guys, they making people disappear, yo. Like, people don't even know it's dangerous to even try to to try to befriend me right now in person. It's actually dangerous. You better, if you come at me in person, you better come correct, cause my ancestors making people disappear. I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't lying to y'all. You don't see these people no more. Like, damn, motherfucker, these ancestors are ruthless, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all the truth. I don't got nothing to hide. That's what's going on. If a woman like me, I'd be like, oh boy. I'd be like, oh boy, she about to get she about to get it. Something about to happen. Sure enough, something happened. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, y'all. Man, oh man, oh man. But anyway, I think I done said everything I want to say, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, so 444 with these pictures. With Darling. What Darling? What kind of name is that? Darling. Feel like that's cryptic. Talking to my ass, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all. That's what's going on. But yeah, that's the closest thing you can get to steroids, y'all. What I told y'all. And GABA is the reason why I can get big like right now, fast. But when I add those supplements in, it's gonna literally, I mean, it's like people staring at me now. Imagine what's about to happen in about 5 or 6 weeks when I get closest thing I can possibly get to a steroid cycle.